Exclusive. Eminent barrister Geoffrey Robertson, KC, demands inquiry into prosecution of footballer Sam Kerr. Geoffrey Robertson, KC, the renowned founder of Doughty Street Chambers and former superior of Keir Starmer, the current leader of the Labour Party, has issued a scathing critique of the prosecution of Australian and Chelsea football star Sam Kerr, calling for a thorough investigation into the Crown Prosecution Service's (CPS) handling of the case. He vehemently argues that charging Kerr, especially given the current state of the overburdened and chaotic criminal justice system, served no discernible public interest. Kerr was acquitted on Tuesday of racially aggravated harassment following a trial stemming from an incident in January 2023. The charges arose from an altercation with a Metropolitan Police officer, whom Kerr allegedly called "fucking stupid and white." This outburst followed the officer's skepticism regarding Kerr's claim of being held hostage in a taxi. The specific wording of the alleged comments, the context in which they were made, and the officer's subjective interpretation are all elements that have contributed to the controversy surrounding the case. The trial itself highlighted the difficulties inherent in navigating accusations of racially aggravated offenses, particularly those involving heated exchanges between individuals under duress or experiencing heightened emotional states. Robertson's call for an inquiry goes beyond simply questioning the verdict. He points to a wider concern about the CPS's prioritization of cases and the potential for misallocation of resources in a system already grappling with significant backlogs and understaffing. He suggests that this case, given its complexities and arguably marginal public interest compared to more serious crimes, might represent a misuse of prosecutorial powers. The inherent challenges of balancing the principles of justice with the practical constraints of a strained criminal justice system are central to his critique. The CPS, in their official response, maintained that their role is not to determine guilt, but to assess the sufficiency of evidence and the public interest in prosecution. They stated that they believed both criteria were met in this instance, and while respecting the jury's verdict of not guilty, they remained steadfast in their assertion that a prosecutorial case existed. However, Robertson counters this by arguing that the potential for negative impacts on public trust, the expenditure of public resources, and the overall strain on the justice system should all have weighed heavily against bringing charges in this particular case. He advocates for a full and transparent investigation to examine the decision-making process within the CPS, thereby ensuring accountability and preventing similar incidents in the future. The debate highlights the perennial tension between prosecutorial discretion and the need for effective and equitable application of the law within a context of limited resources and systemic challenges. The ultimate question remains: was this prosecution a justified use of public resources, or did it represent a misjudgment with far-reaching implications for the integrity of the criminal justice system?